Hey y'all, welcome to my kitchen. Today I want to make for you my version of deviled eggs. Deviled eggs are a thing in my household that everybody really loves, and I don't just wait till the holidays to make them. I make them quite frequently because they are requested quite a bit here. So first off, you want to go ahead and cook your eggs and boil them. Now I do have an egg cooker, and I do recommend it just because if your eggs are even very fresh, the peelings come off super easy on it. You don't have to set a timer. It automatically shuts off when they're done. You still have to cool them down. And actually I boiled my eggs yesterday and I left them in the peelings, and then this morning I went ahead and took the peelings off on them. You also want to have a nice egg dish. If you don't have one, you can go out to a flea market or an antique mall, or they have modern day ones for relatively inexpensive price. I've got a vintage one that I'm going to be using for mine today. You just want to have another bowl handy to put your yolks in and your other ingredients. Let me tell you what goes in my deviled eggs. Of course, you have your eggs. And I use mayonnaise. I normally either use Kraft or Hellman's, depending on whichever one is on sale. And then my secret ingredient in mine is Thousand Island dressing. Now, I got this recipe from a woman that I used to work with about 30 years ago, and I have been making my deviled eggs the same way ever since. I like a creamier filling in my eggs. I know a lot of you use relish or olives, and that's fine. And I'll eat deviled eggs that way. I just like a creamier version, which is what this is and will end up being. So if you like a twist on a deviled egg recipe, this is a good one to try because there's not a lot of ingredients. There's not really any chopping involved other than your yolks. So then we're going to top it with paprika. So first off, you're going to take your eggs. Like I said, I've already peeled and washed them. And then you're just going to cut them in half. And then you're going to put them in your dish, and then put your yolk in the other bowl. And then we're going to do that with all these eggs. And then when we come back, I'm going to show you how we do the mixture. Okay, y'all, as you can see, I went ahead and took all the yolks out of our eggs. I did take my whites over to my sink and I did wash them off a little bit, took the remaining yolk that was out of them just so they look a little bit better when we get ready to stuff them. Now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to mash these egg yolks pretty fine because like I said earlier, I like a creamy stuffing for my deviled eggs. And that's everybody's, preferences. Everybody likes different types. This is just one that I like, and it's always been a great, easy recipe. Well, let me tell you a funny story while I'm doing this. One year, my in-laws always host Thanksgiving at their house, and everybody just brings side dishes, and I said that I would bring deviled eggs. Well, they have a large family, so I did like 4 dozen eggs, and I was doing this with my yolks and getting ready to mix all my ingredients, and we started mixing it, and our daughters were here and they like to help me do this. So I had Carly, she was over there doing this, and I was telling her to add stuff, and I'm like, this just doesn't look like my normal stuff. I can't figure out what's going on. And, we had added the mayonnaise and we had added our Thousand Island dressing. So we tasted it and I said, what is wrong with this? Well, my husband had bought Thousand Island dressing with bacon. Needless to say, we love bacon, but not in this. So he had to go off to the store, buy 4 more dozen eggs and another bottle of Thousand Island dressing, because we did not use that first batch. So luckily I had time to do all that, because that would have been something. They would not have been good. I wouldn't have wanted to serve those. It was just one of those things we laugh about from time to time, because it was just, a mistake on his part. He just picked it up and thought he had the right thing, and I didn't even know they made Thousand Island with bacon, but they do. So word to the wise, do not get the bacon kind. Even if you love bacon like we do, you won't like it in this. Okay. As you can see, I've got this pretty fine. You get out all the little chunks as much as you can. All right, now I don't measure exact because it depends on how many eggs you cook. Depends on how creamy you like your deviled egg filling. You know, there's so many factors. So I just kind of add in, and I can kind of tell. And then I always have a taster egg on the side to taste it, and then I can always add accordingly. So now I'm just going to add in our mayonnaise, and we're going to stir that around and see if we need more. Like I said, I like a creamy filling. All right, I need a little more. And then we'll add in our Thousand Island dressing, and then we'll start filling them. Yeah, we're gonna get a little more mayonnaise. All right. Just, you know, I just add a little at a time because obviously you don't want to get too much. It's not something you can take out once you've got it in. So it's best just to add a little at a time and stir it up. And, you know, over time you'll see what you like, and then you can try different variations of this recipe. Some people like a stronger taste, some don't. Like I said, I made this for about 30 years now, so I kind of know what it's supposed to look like, and what, you know, and then of course I always taste it before I actually stuff them. All right, let's go ahead and add in our Thousand Island dressing. Shake it up. There again, I just kind of pour some in. I would imagine that's a couple tablespoons, but I don't know the exact measurement. Stir that around. It's gonna have an orangish yellow color, which that's fine, because that's what makes these different. Okay. Might put one more splash in, and then we'll go ahead and stuff some. So you can see. Yeah, needs a little bit more, I can tell. Some of you might be thinking, that sounds kind of odd. I don't like Thousand Island dressing on a salad, but I like it in this. Just gives it a nice, different taste than maybe your typical deviled egg recipe. And like I said, it's more of a creamy than a chunky recipe. Okay. That looks good. We're going to go ahead and stuff a couple of these for you. I always just take a small teaspoon and pick up your egg. And I like to kind of dollop mine on. And then after I get them all filled, I'll put paprika on top, and then they'll be done. So what I'm going to do is finish filling these up for you, and we'll come back and show you how they look after they're all filled. Okay, y'all, as you can see, I've got all my eggs stuffed, and now I'm going to sprinkle the top with paprika, just a little on each egg. Have some nice color, and a little spice. I hope that y'all like this recipe. We really love it. It's one of those really easy, delicious egg recipes that you can make on a weekly basis if you like deviled eggs that much, or whenever, or holiday. Just make sure you don't get the bacon Thousand Island dressing, just regular. But as always, I will have the recipe in the directions under the video. And I hope that y'all have a great day. And I hope that y'all subscribe to my channel and click on the bell to get notifications for my upcoming videos. And thanks so much for watching.